You want to know what changed?
Yeah.
Me.
You were the change that...
I started with changing myself.
Oh, okay. Yeah. How
changing
so?
my choices, changes the way I treat people, changes the way I respect myself. That's how I changed. That's how I started changing. I started with myself. That's how everything started to change around me.
Better get ready, because here comes another great episode of the No Dishes Podcast. Season 6 is brought to you by Visit Bloomington. Check them out at visitbloomington.com. Play that theme song.
Hey, say, honey, let's go out to eat. Relieve our culinary duties. With all these restaurants to sweep us off our feet, they're bound to turn us into foodies. No dishes, no dishes, no dishes. We'll have a bottle of wine, relax and have a good time. No dishes, no dishes.
All right, we are here. We've got a very fun episode. La Charreada, or more affectionately known as Lacha, as I've always called it in my 15 years in town. And I was going to Lacha way before I ever moved down here. And Casa Brava on the west side. They have also got a ton more restaurants I had no idea about. But we're here with Juan Guerra with Lacha and Operation Manager. What's up, man?
How you doing, brother?
Doing very well. So excited to have you here.
Same here.
I think
Love it.
Might be our longest drive for someone to come visit.
It's going to be worthy.
Yes. But yeah, you came down from Marian, Indiana. I told you we've had family friends there. And,
that's right.
So I have visited a few times, but I appreciate you making the drive. But we were
pleasure.
chatting before we started. You spent some time in Bloomington and had some fun jobs kind of here in town.
Yeah, I'm from Venezuela. So when I came to Bloomington to visit my brother. He was working with my partner, with Socrates. And I just came to visit and hang out, go to the bars and, just have fun. And then my partner told me, hey, I need someone like you. And I was working in Venezuela for a big company. And he told me, are you ready to come back? Well, depends. What's going to be? Well, you're going to start from zero. What does that mean?
Means washing dishes?
Yep. Yeah. Exactly that. Bussing tables, washing dishes. And so I quit in Venezuela. Very good work. Very good job.
Yeah.
I quit over there. I came over here without knowing a lot of English. I decided, like every immigrant coming to this country with a lot of sacrifices, taking the risk.
Right.
Thinking, okay, let's give it a shot. I was 32 years old, 31, 30 by the time. It's been a while.
Yeah, but still, that's huge. I mean, that's almost how old I am. And if I was just to pick up and jump from a good job to go to a whole new country where I don't really know the language, like that takes a lot of, I don't know how else to say it. Gumption.
So, I made the big step, leaving the country, coming to, facing new rules, learning the language. And like he said, we're going to start from the bottom. So I started doing dishes. I work in a Japanese restaurant here in Bloomington. I deliver pizzas at Rockit. I was selling slices outside after,
the bars closed.
At 3 o'clock. It was nice, man. I have a story when I was not delivering pizza. I was selling slices outside. It was so cold. For me, coming from Venezuela, never saw snow, never deal with 20 degrees, something like that. For me, that was freezing. So it was like 40, it was fall, and I was bundled up with all my things. So it was this girl, like after 3 in the morning, hey, why you bundled up, my friend? What's going on? What's wrong with you? I said, I'm cold. Yeah. Where you from? So I said, Venezuela. Oh, she said, Minnesota. No, Venezuela.
Like Minnesota, you should think this is...
You should be used to this thing. Oh. No, Venezuela. Minnesota, Minnesota.
Well, I'm sure she had... I'm sure she had some booze in her that was keeping her warm, too. It's funny. Yeah, you have a couple drinks, and all of a sudden the cold doesn't feel as cold anymore.
No way. No way.
Well, I'm glad you made the trek from Minnesota,
Yeah.
So how long were you doing the Rockit? So you were, when you were bussing tables and doing dish, was that at Lacha?
Well, yeah, I was bussing tables at Casa Brava.
Okay,
The
yeah.
one in West.
The West Side one
Yeah,
that's still
West
there.
Side. Yep. Mhm.
Okay.
So I was bussing tables there from 10 to 9. And after 9, I went to Rockets to sell slices or deliver pizzas.
Wow.
Yeah,
So, we were working
it
what?
was until 5 in the morning, working, sleeping 4 or 5 hours.
Just doing
Of
that almost
course.
every day?
Almost every day, you're right. Yeah, almost every day.
What is that,
and
80-hour week? Something like that? That's crazy.
maybe more than that.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
seriously.
90?
It was hard, man. It was, and then I couldn't keep up with both jobs, so I was doing the part-time, the pizza, and the other part-time doing dishes at the Japanese restaurant in town.
Was that, do you remember the name? Was that Asuka or
Oh,
Domo?
truffles.
Truffles?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
All
Yep.
right, nice.
Over there, man.
Yeah.
Nice people, nice food, but it was hard, man. It was hard, and because I never did jobs like that. I was expecting something easier, but it's what it is. I remember my hands were so in the middle of the night, waking up with my hands so swollen, and with the cold, they were kind of bloody, and it was something completely new for me.
Man.
So that's part of the learning process.
Well, and it's not like you're 18, 19, 20, you're in your 30s already. Going through that, I feel like that
right.
might be a little not easier, but a little not as difficult if you're young.
It's just like life, ups and downs. It depends how you're going to face your circumstances. It's what it is, and it's your risk. And I decided to give it a try, and sometimes I was very, depressed. Depressed is a limit, but it's too much. But I was, why am I doing this?
Yeah.
Regretting,
Yeah, just not confident kind of in what you're doing, and just
Yeah.
and just tired and exhausted. I mean,
Yeah.
there's times where, depression is obviously across a long period of time.
Yeah.
But I have those feelings, and it's always when I'm very tired and I'm exhausted.
Yeah.
And your brain just doesn't even have the energy to be in a good mood.
Yeah.
Almost,
Yeah, it was completely different. It was completely new, but I have fun with my coworkers too. That was always a release, and change the environment, and that always helps when when you finally realize that you're doing something that you have to, and you got to do your best and go with it.
Yeah.
Go with it, and I say, well, I gotta like what I'm doing. I have to learn, be equipped, especially with the new regulations like the language, even driving. Know everything. Just go with the rules and say, okay, we're here to do something different, to give a good atmosphere, to good concept of what immigrants can do in this country, in Bloomington specifically. But yeah, we went with that, and then started working more at the restaurants and learning menus, going to all the positions, even the kitchen. It was even harder.
Oh, I bet. So what year was it when you came to the U.S.?
2006.
2006. Okay.
Yes, 2006.
So you get to Bloomington. You had already visited. You have 3 jobs.
Yeah.
You're working insane hours.
Yes,
10 to
sir.
9 at Casa Brava.
Yep.
Then Rockets from 9:30 to 5 a.m.
Yep.
And then just going to I don't know. That's insane. I have so much respect for it, because again, you're coming here early 30s, starting completely fresh, like you said, learning how to different rules of the road and the language. That's hard enough to do if you're already accustomed to the U.S. But you're doing
when
that.
you're not.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're doing all of those. You're working more at Casa Brava.
Yes.
And you're starting to learn how to do all these other positions, which is good because it's growth.
Yeah.
It's a promotion.
Yeah, it was. I actually, after Casa Brava, I started working at Lacha's.
Okay.
And we opened this section, the lounge.
Oh yeah.
Brand new, very nice. Everybody was excited. And he said, well, you're going to Lacha's. Okay, perfect. So I rented an apartment close to Lacha's because the hours were completely different. Now it was from 3 afternoon to 3 in the morning. Oh, thanks. That's awesome. Of course, I have to live a little closer, so I was living very close to Lacha's.
Yeah.
But I was doing dishes over there too. So I was working with the bartending and keeping the place clean, the bathrooms and everything. And after those big parties, it was another story.
Oh, I bet. Yeah.
Oh, it was messy.
Well,
It was messy.
drunk college kids aren't known for their cleanliness, you know?
Not at all.
So you're doing the brunt work for a 12-hour shift.
Yes,
too.
That's right. And that was a big difference, dude. That was completely different. But once again, it was part of it, and I have to learn it. And of course, I was trying to go a little bit further, because I wanted to learn more things. And that was what my partner told me, okay, you got to start and you're going to get better, but you got to learn. Of course, that was all the process. And then he told me, well, there's an opportunity in Marian. I said, doing what? He said, you're going to be a manager. Really?
Yeah. You're like, manager of dishes or manager of PI?
I'm just doing dishes here. I said, no, you got to go there. But that was another story, too, because that's when all the transformation started, the preparation, the equipment, because to be equipped, to face a new part of my life, doing something that I knew I was not prepared. But this is where, it was one of the reasons why I came to this country.
Yeah. So how many years did you put in at the local La Charreada and Casa Brava before you got that big promotion up to Marian?
You mean hours a day or?
No, like how many years?
Oh, years.
Yeah.
I would say like 18 to 20 months.
Okay, so almost a little under 2 years.
Yeah, but that was enough for me.
Look, it was a long time. Yeah.
And then you go to a place where you have no idea. I was just sleeping on the carpet with my mom. We have no bed. We have nothing.
So did your mom come up when you came up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. She's a good mom.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, you're a good.
She's still with me.
You're a good son. Yeah. I'm
sure
she's very proud of how far you've come.
Yeah, it's like I say, it takes a lot. It took a lot, but still, So we were there as a manager, knowing pretty much nothing, but that was what I wanted to be and start, and just started to learn the menu, deal with employees, and sometimes be in their shoes too, which is very hard. That's when you say, "Wow, these guys work very hard."
When you have that perspective too, like that's a great. Why I'm sure what made you a great manager and in the role that you're in now.
Thank you.
Is you had done that work.
Yeah.
You knew what it was like. You had a respect for what it took to work even one of those shifts.
Yeah, that's a good thing. To be respected, you got to gain that respect. And the best way to gain it is helping people in what they do, wear the shoes once in a while and be there, be consistent with what they do and be supportive with them. So that helps a lot, definitely. That helps a lot, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed doing that.
Yeah, was that Lacha and Marian just opening when they wanted to move you up there, or had it already been established?
Actually, it was established, but it was ready to close, to go out of business.
Really? Okay.
Yep.
And then
it was ready to go out of business.
And so we're talking around 2008 now.
Yeah.
Right? And then so you go up there as a manager. It's about to go out of business.
Yeah.
What changed? What did you do?
You want to know what changed?
Yeah.
Me.
You were the change that...
I started with changing myself.
Oh, okay. Yeah. How
changing
so?
my choices, changes the way I treat people, changes the way I respected myself. That's how I changed. That's how I started changing. I started with myself. That's how everything started to change around me. I started to make good choices and just, without criticizing anybody, just trying to be an example, more understanding and comprehensive with people. And of course, like I say, ups and downs, sometimes I have to identify my own weaknesses and deal with those circumstances and those consequences. So that's how I started to change. And then, of course, I got prepared with what I was doing and learning, interacting with people, interacting with my employees, my partners, my family. That's how I started everything to change. It was not immediately the change, but it was a big change.
Better business, better community. For over a century, the Greater Bloomington Chamber of Commerce has been a cornerstone of business growth and community development. They are dedicated to helping local businesses thrive. Their business is all about your business. Join the Chamber today. Call 6381 or visit chamberbloomington.org to learn more. So did you have that realization that you needed to change?
Yeah.
Once you got to Marian
Mm-hmm.
and you started in that role, you
Yeah.
saw it was about to go out of business and whatever you were doing wasn't working? Is that kind of what spurred it on?
The thing is, I started with myself because I knew I could do better. I could do better. I need to start making the same choices I used to make. I have to be an example, not because my position, but an example because what I was carrying, it was a bit heavy. So if I have to be responsible, I have to be prepared to, to carry this heavy.
Yeah.
So that's how I did it. I started to interact with our own customers little by little. We have competition across the street. I was not worried about that competition. I was worried about myself and the people who was working with me, identifying our own problems and, resolving these conflicts. Starting with, getting involved with the community, with the health department, looking at the health department as people that help us, give us instructions to follow, and then follow up. So I just working with them, and then this is the way you do it. Then we got certifications, and then I learned, I teach people. I was telling them how to do the things. Some people listen, another one didn't. They always have people trying to do their own things, and this is what I call resistant to the change. Sometimes people, this is how we always do it. We always do it like that. Nobody can come to tell us what to do. This is not about me, brother. This is why we are involved. This is everybody expect the same for everybody. It's not just you. We are Lachas. So we need to show that. People is going to respect that if we respect ourselves. It doesn't have to be perfect, but we need to do something better than we've been doing. If this is dirty, let's clean it. If this is not good, don't use it. Things like that. You just be an example for others, and everybody's going to be motivated instead of just criticizing. Oh, don't do it. Leave it like that. Don't listen to him. They're not going to pay you for that. That's not the way we're going to change, brother.
No, not at all.
Everything counts.
Well, and when everyone, back from my serving days, when everyone just kind of did, not only just worried about their tables, but they ran bread or they did things on the line. They filled ice in the drink station.
That's right.
You know what I mean? And it's like, it's just everyone working. It sounds so cliche, but working as a team and realizing that this is going to make everyone else in a better mood, which puts me in a better mood, which my table can then tell, and they're going to tip you better.
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
So it's that's cool that you were able to get that established in Marian. So how long? Because you go in there, it's close to going out of business, and you start working with the community, implementing these changes, working on changing yourself.
Yeah.
Did it within a few months? Did you just really notice business start to pick up, or did it take longer?
Well, it took a couple of years. To be honest,
Yeah, it takes a long time.
Oh yeah, it took a couple of years, and then obviously we started, and financially we were getting busier. So we had the opportunity to open another restaurant in town, which is Casa Brava. And then we opened another one. It's called Cazuelas. So that's
Bedford.
We have in Bedford, we have in Marian too. And we have in Bloomington, Bedford, and Marian.
Interesting.
So we created a lot of our own items, just listening to customers. Oh, I went to this place and I tried this. I went to Cancun. I went to, North Carolina. They gave me this. Yeah, let's give it a try. So they tell me what to do it, and we still have those items. Yeah. Because our own customers, that's the key, interacting with them, because a restaurant, this is not just a place to eat. A restaurant can be way more than that. You never know when people is expecting something that more just food on the plate. You know what I'm saying? You can go eat, pay for the food, tip someone, but if you treat people with just the way you want to be treated, more than just food being your server, they're going to know that. They're going to appreciate that. Because like I say, a restaurant is not just a place to eat. You never know what you can give to other people. I've been in this business for 18 years, and we got people, they're still coming. The same people. These kids, they used to be even in the bellies, Mom. Seriously. Yeah. And now they are teenagers. They're celebrating an open house, ready to go to college. So that's for me, that's very, very, it's a big blessing to know that we are part of the family in good and bad times. That's how we interact with our community. You know, what we put in our table is not just the ingredients of what it comes with the plate. It's the ingredients of something special, you know. And it's easy to say it, you know, but it takes more than just words to say what I do. But
yeah, well, you need to get that buy-in from everyone else.
Yeah.
You can feel that way.
That's
Other
true.
managers can feel that way.
Yeah.
But when you have those resistant to change,
Oh,
you just gotta get rid of it. You know?
I did. I did.
Oh, yeah. You're like, I cleared house.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Hey.
Yeah.
You can't implement it, even if you have one or two.
Where we only have like 2 or 3 people still in the company for throughout 18 years, 20 years.
Yeah.
Just 2 or 3 of us. That's it.
Long time, man.
Yeah, and you know, everybody has a goal, has a purpose, but when they don't go with the purpose of the company, we cannot work together. You know.
Yeah.
But things happen for a reason.
Right.
Yeah.
What's the difference between Lacha and Consuelas and Casa Brava? What's like the differentiating
Good
factor?
question. Completely different. It's not just the name different.
Yeah.
The difference is not just in the name. The ingredients are different. The atmosphere is different. The menu might be similar, different names, obviously, but if you taste it, it's completely different. You know, every restaurant has their own recipe. Our idea is just to offer a diversity, you know,
Yeah.
not just the same, not just, we're going to Lachas, we're going to Casa, and find the same. That's not the goal. For instance, Cazuelas in Bedford is a little bit more what people say upscale.
Okay. Yeah.
We call a little bit more well done, you know, because it's, you know, everything has been changing. You got to go with the change. There's differences, not because you did it, but I have to create my own difference, my own identity.
Yeah.
So Cazuelas is a little bit more squirrel, is upscale as a lunch, as a breakfast, brunch, and dinner. Yeah. It's very nice. It has a patio. That's in Bedford. In Bedford, we have Casa Brava too. And in Bloomington, obviously, we have Lachas and Casa Brava. But yeah, going to your question, it's completely different. Atmosphere, food, ingredients, everything is different.
Yeah. What would so like Lacha and Casa Brava? Is there an easy way to differentiate, like, a chicken burrito here versus a chicken burrito there? Or it's just slight different recipes?
Different recipes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, because to be honest, the menu is the same. No, all of it. I mean, it's a big difference.
It looks similar, yeah.
It looks similar. The presentation might be similar. The name changes because instead of burrito la Charreada is burrito Casa Brava. Just an example.
Yeah.
But yeah, the food is different. Lachas is more, not just the food, the other difference is Lachas is more like a college restaurant, more student, because the location is close to the football stadium, it's close to all these dorms. You know, Lachas is a little bit more
oriented. Casa Brava more.
Yeah. Casa Brava is more like local company, you know, like summertime. It's pretty much the same, not just dependable on the college students.
What about the salsas? Are the table salsas different? Or those?
They're different.
Okay,
yes,
all right.
The salsas are different. The chips are the same.
Thank you. We're finally getting we finally got the inside scoop.
Yeah. You got me there.
No. Well, I was telling Stefano, I forgot about the Casa Brava on the west side. It's one of only a handful of places I've never been to in Bloomington. I been to Lacha for a very long time. And what I've always done there, and hopefully you're okay with me, Cher, is I go a la carte.
Okay.
I do a la carte 2 chicken burritos. And it's like...
With the red sauce or the white sauce?
Or I usually do one of each.
Okay.
And I'll just be like, and it's like $7.50. And it's super filling.
Yeah,
and it's
it is
delicious.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, man, because people are obviously cost of goods has gone through the roof, everything's more expensive.
Yeah.
But you can still get a very good filling meal.
Yeah.
Because I'm not like beans, okay, but like just give me the meat and the tortilla and the sauce.
Yeah, that's
and the
another
cheese.
thing. You can order what you want. You don't have to get something and pay for something that you don't want to. And it's pretty filling. Our food is pretty filling.
I love that. Absolutely. It's very price conscious and affordable, but like you're not sacrificing flavor when you do that, you know? It's still just as delicious as anything else you're going to get.
Yeah. Which one is your favorite?
The chicken burrito. Just chicken.
Lachas or Casa?
No, Lacha, because Casa I haven't gone to. So I need to go over there. But Lacha has always been my spot. I love Lacha.
Yeah.
I just had a friend do an open house for like 50 people, and
really?
they did catering for it.
Yeah, that's another thing that we've been doing, and it's doing pretty good.
Yeah, there's a lot of money
in there's we use the lounge. Mm-hmm. Some people use it as a taco bar, fajita bar.
Yeah.
They go have lunch. It's like a buffet style. So that's a very good thing and very comfortable. It's very affordable too.
Yeah, the lounge is it is a very unique spot that people forget about sometimes.
Yeah, it's
just
very private.
Hip and chic.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I feel like I'm not even cool. And I go in there, it's like, I feel pretty cool right now, you know?
Yeah, it's a good feeling. It's a good feeling.
One of the things that have always blown my mind is how quick, what is your average ticket time? Do you know? Because you get food out so quickly.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Like I'll order because most of the restaurants I've worked at, your ticket time is like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
I feel like yours has to be like 6. It's gonna be like 6 minutes.
Yeah, obviously it depends on what you
order. Yeah.
What you order, because we have steam tables. Steam tables, we cook everything in the morning. I'm talking specifically about the rice, beans, pico de gallo, guacamole. That one is already in the steam table, like most of the restaurant. That's how we keep the food. So it's very easy and quick.
You're just assembling.
Something, And if your dish, the chicken burrito is just 8 inches flour tortilla. The shredded chicken is already in the steam table. Just put some cheese, put it in the oven, and then the sauce on top. It doesn't take that long.
Yeah. Absolutely. Just bam.
Yeah, but if you order ceviche, if you order shrimp cocktail, it's going to take more than that. A steak or things like that.
Especially if you get it well done.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Which we don't condone.
And that's funny that you mentioned that, because I don't know if you know where maybe you experience a server. Sometimes customers say, well, why they got that first? And I ordered first, and they get upset or they get impatient or whatever. So you got to explain them. Well, this is in the steam table. It's already prepared. Ah, okay. That's why you order something that takes a little bit more time to cook it.
Yeah, it's a little more labor intensive.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's tough to explain sometimes.
Yeah, but you're like, what's going on? Yeah. We're not ignoring you.
That's such a good impression.
Yeah.
They're just pouting.
Yeah.
It's like, what is this?
Yes. Yeah. But then they're happy.
Yeah, of course. Once you explain it, it makes total sense.
Yeah.
So how long has the Lacha here in town been open for?
I would say at least 25 years.
25. Okay, so 99 or so?
Yeah, at least.
And what was the story of kind of how it was opened?
Well, the story I know is my partner, his brother has another restaurant here in the U.S. And he's starting to learn the recipes, to learn things, basic things. And he decided to move here to Bloomington. And he has another brother. They have another restaurant in Anderson and Marian. So that was like a family restaurant. And they brought from Arkansas, and then to Anderson, Indiana, and then to Newcastle, Bloomington, so that area. So that kind of started everything.
Gotcha. Yeah.
And Marian, of course, and Bedford.
Yeah, when I first moved to Indiana, my dad was a pastor at a church in Anderson.
Okay.
And we'd go up there all the time.
I remember that restaurant. I went to the restaurant too. It was like up in the hill in a mall.
Oh, yeah, the Angel Mounds Mall.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's a
long
throwback
time
for
ago,
me.
man. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm talking, for me, that would have been 94, 95, 96.
Wow.
I'm talking, very long time ago.
Yeah.
How much are you paying for your restaurant's business insurance? What's affordable for your needs? What does your agent do for you that isn't just policy writing? Tony Brown with First Insurance Group has a keen eye for the policies all restaurant owners and operators would love to have. Tony provides risk management and other HR resources free of charge as your agent. Tony has no waiting period for loss of business coverage starting from day 1, minute 1, unlike other carriers' 72-hour waiting period. Tony has no audit for liquor liability and general liability, saving you time so you can focus on running your restaurant. And Tony's insurance carrier is the preferred vendor of choice for the Indiana Restaurant and Lodging Association. Call or text Tony Brown with First Insurance Group today, 812-327-2321. Set up a free review of your current policy and see how Tony can help you protect your largest investment, your business. 812-327-2321. And then what about the Casa Brava on the west side? How long has that kind of been there?
Casa has been like, I would say a little over 18 years.
Okay, so wow, both are just so well established.
Yeah.
And then what about the Casa Brava that was on the east side where IHOP is now? What happened with that? Was that just no longer a viable location, or did they say, hey, we got to take this over?
That's gonna take some time too. Do you mean the new location?
The old location. Was it Casa Brava was there on the east side of Bloomington?
Oh, that one? Well, the thing with that one was the one is closed. Mm-hmm. Yeah. With that was a different concept. That was, not just Mexican food. It was a little bit more like a Hispanic food.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so it was a new idea,
And just didn't work out?
Not exactly the way we were expecting.
Okay,
yeah. But there's another plan for that, so.
Okay, yeah. Can you share?
No.
There's another plan. Can you share? Absolutely not.
To be continued.
Yeah, he's like, I like you, but I don't like you that much. Yeah. He's like, I've only known you for 34 minutes.
Yeah. No, it will be sure. We just want to make it we want to make it right.
All right. Well, I'm excited. Excited to see what happens.
I am too.
Yeah, we were talking right before we started that Lacha now has chocolate mousse ice cream for the fried ice cream.
Yeah.
I'm so excited to go try it out because
I've never.
Well, yeah. You and me both. We'll go over together. Yeah, Stefano sent me a video of them taking the scoop of ice cream and like putting the bread. I'm like, oh man, and then just chocolate drizzle, caramel drizzle, whipped cream.
That's the one.
Well, yeah, now, because fried ice cream is already going to be good, but now it's like homemade in Bloomington, 14% butter fat, like really high quality ice cream. Yeah. And so I'd imagine that's
that's perfect dessert.
Kicks it up a notch a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what else. I wanted to ask what your favorite menu item is. What's your go-to order at La Charreada?
Good question. I eat every day rice and beans, to be honest. Yeah.
Like, I'm a simple man.
Well, most people, they like arroz con pollo, just the classic, like taco salad and chicken fajitas. But we have different items created by ourselves. Like, we have like a burrito fiesta. It's a 12 inches flour tortilla with rice, grilled chicken, shredded cheese in it, and it's topped with cheese sauce and chipotle mayonnaise. That one is pretty good.
Ooh, that sounds great.
We have a carnitas.
I didn't know you guys had chipotle mayo at Lacha.
Oh yeah. We have a carnitas mexicanas. It's a pork tips, very tender. They have jalapenos, baked potatoes, and green sauce, the tomatillo sauce.
Yeah,
Those are delicious. My favorite another item is the fajita baked potato. It's a 1 pound baked potato. It's huge. Yeah, it's baked. Yeah, you cut in the middle and you fill it with grilled chicken, steak, or shrimp, and cheese sauce on top, bacon. Man, that one is a good one.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah, it is huge.
I've done like barbecue pulled pork baked potatoes, but I've never done like a baked potato.
Oh, you got to give it a try.
Restaurant.
You got to give it a try.
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
That one is a good one.
It comes in handy.
Yeah.
So is that only at Lacha, or can you do that baked potato at Casa Brava too?
At Casa Brava too.
Okay.
Yeah. We got that. Obviously, right now it's the birria tacos.
Oh yeah, they're so hot right now.
Oh yeah, they are.
Have you ever seen the movie Zoolander?
Yeah, no.
Was there anyway where he's just it's Will Ferrell's character is just like Hansel. He's so hot right now.
Oh.
And that's how I feel about Berea. Oh, Berea's so hot right now.
Yeah. Yeah, that's those are very good items too. And like I said, we had a whole bunch of items created by interacting with customers.
They just getting feedback.
Yeah,
that's huge.
Good
listening
feedback,
to your customer base. A lot of places don't do that.
Oh yeah.
So Berea, isn't it traditionally made with goat meat? Is that correct?
It can be goat, or it can be just a regular
beef.
Yeah, beef.
Yeah.
That's your choice, but yeah, it's more popular to be goat.
Okay.
But we make it with beef.
Yeah. Well, and it's I would imagine sourcing high quality goat around here is not easy.
Yeah, no, it's not, but if you go to Mexico,
exactly. Yeah, it's a little different.
Yeah.
I was over at the county fair yesterday. We were just looking at goats.
How was it?
It was great. It's a good time.
Yeah?
It's were
they alive? Ready to be
Yeah, they were alive.
Oh, that's my video. Yeah. No, that one.
Let's go over there after. You're gonna scare some 4-H kids.
I know.
I loved one of my favorite parts was all the names because you can tell like kids named their animals, and you got like Peanut and this one. There was a bunny named Toast.
Toast.
Like, oh, what a great name! Naming their little rabbit Toast.
Good, man.
No, but it's there was one of the goats getting like hosed down and was just kept going just miserable. I hated it. But no, it's a fun deal out there. Obviously, you got a little ribeye sandwich. I did these like fried green tomatoes.
Ooh.
The corn on the cob. They like peel back the husk and then dip it into like a crock pot of melted butter.
Oh man.
And then they have some tahini and then some salt and pepper. You can just go crazy on it. And
we should be there.
Let's go. Yeah, what are you doing? Yeah, we're about to. Garrett, can we do a remote? Yeah. I will buy you a funnel cake. Like, say less.
Funnel cake.
So how long has Consuela's been open down in Bedford?
I think it's going to be like a year.
Okay, I thought it was fairly new.
Yeah, it's fairly new.
So
it's
what's
beautiful
that?
Restaurant.
We need to go check it out. I'll Stefano drive me down. We'll go tag team it.
Yeah, it's very nice. You can see it's super unique. Super
So
clean, new design?
Why'd you choose the Bedford market to open up an upscale Mexican or Hispanic restaurant?
Well, because we own the location and we know what to do.
Hey, there you go. Hey, real estate. If you own the real estate, that kind of settles that for you.
Yeah, that location has been owned for a couple of years. We had nothing to do with that, so let's give it a try, something different. So but I think has brought a new identity to the town, and some people go with this, some people don't like it, or they say, "Oh, this is different."
Yeah,
but. We like it. It's very good flavors, very good presentation. It's a unique restaurant. It's very unique. So you should give it a try.
Do you think if that does well, you would bring Consuela's to Bloomington?
That would be awesome, to be honest.
Yeah?
Yeah. You can see it. Now you told me don't say anything.
Oh!
I tell you not to
anything. Look, you accidentally stumbled on the secret. No dishes exclusive.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. Don't want to get you in trouble.
Don't get me in trouble. That's right.
Well, that would be exciting. That'd be cool.
But definitely will be.
So how many restaurants in total do you have under your purview?
6.
6, and that's all Marian, Bloomington, Bedford?
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're a busy man.
6.
You must be putting a lot of miles on the car.
Ooh, a bunch, man. But they pay for gas.
Oh, that's good. Okay, there you go. Yeah. That was part of the deal.
Yeah,
I need mileage.
That too.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'll bring it up.
Yeah. Like I hadn't even thought about that. Yeah, I'll be your agent. I'll negotiate your contract. Yeah, like my client.
Demand. He's demanding.
So if the salsas are different at Lacha and Casa Brava, which one do you like better?
Lachas.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Why do you like it better?
Because I make it. Not just kidding.
Is that what's your recipe?
No, that was long time.
Oh, it was
but
long before,
like everything, to be honest, the key is consistency.
Right.
You will be consistent with everything. When it comes to cook, every good cook knows that.
Yeah.
You gotta be consistent. It's not just starting with ingredients, because you might get the same quality of ingredients or everything, but the consistency is the key.
Yeah, we used to run a food cart. It was called the Gravy Train. I did not know that was the name of a dog food when we did that. And we did a pork belly Cuban. We did beer cheese nachos, a couple other things. And we got to the point where me and my buddy who kind of started it, he went on to do something else. I was busy with the store and my main responsibilities. So we brought in a couple guys I knew that were chefs, had worked in kitchens. And they were talented, but they started tweaking the recipes and just started making them different without talking to me.
Ooh.
And it's like, and we just kind of saw our sales go down. Yeah. And it's like, it's not that they were worse, but again, they were just, I don't know. They weren't just kind of sticking to like, hey, this is you want to know when I'm going to get that, it's going to taste like that. And I will say that in my probably 17 years that I've gone to Lacha, that chicken burrito tastes the same every single time. It's that shredded. It's got that nice full flavor to it.
It's a script. Nobody who's doing, because there's different employees. We have been employees. It's been a while. So they are trained to keep the same recipes and be consistent in what they do. If they want to improve something, of course, we're more than welcome to bring good ideas. But, things like that have to be the same. Like the cheese sauce, that's another one.
Mm-hmm.
The cheese, the salsa, they always have to be rice, beans, see? Because that's part of our identity. That's people like it like that. Just leave it like that.
Yeah, they
if
want to
you
know.
Want to make a change? I'm sorry.
Oh,
if you want to make a change, just put in a completely new idea, a new dish.
Yeah.
But don't change the one they already like.
Yeah, run it by us.
Yes.
Let's talk about it. We're open to it. Just like if a customer has a good idea, if a staff member has a good idea, like let's try it out.
Yeah,
but don't tweak what's gotten us to this point. You know.
Yep. Yeah, that's the way it is. And sometimes people want to do their own thing, and then like you did, hey, what's going on? This is not the way.
Yeah. What's going? Yeah.
Yeah.
What would be if I wanted to go into like Lacha and splurge? Like, what would be like? What's like the most expensive? Like, oh, you're getting this.
The most expensive thing is obviously the huge margarita.
Yeah, don't you? What's that? 40
1942,
bucks?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, you're asking for the most expensive thing. It's a tequila.
The Don Julio 1942?
Oh, yeah.
How much is that per ounce?
Per shot? 1 ounce is $20.
That's not bad.
That's not bad.
That's not bad.
Yeah, we should increase the price.
Yeah. I'm sorry to all my friends that have been ordering Don Julio and Lacha.
It's going to be $25
I'm
now
gonna be getting
because of you.
I know, I'm going to be getting hate mail now. Jordan, that was the best deal in town.
Yeah.
The No Dishes Podcast is brought to you by VisitBloomington.com. VisitBloomington.com is the best resource for restaurant and culinary information, special events, fun activities, places to stay, and more in our area. We share a similar mission here on the No Dishes Podcast of highlighting local businesses and the people who make our community unique. We can't thank them enough for hopping on board. Check them out at visitbloomington.com to easily plan your next meal, visit, or night out on the town. That's funny. I remember one time I was in Lacha back in the day, and there was these two gentlemen, and it was like my buddy and I, and they just kept buying us. They always wanted Patron margaritas with fresh squeezed lime juice. That was like their thing.
Yeah.
And we're like, we'll take free margaritas. Absolutely. They're delicious too. They were great. And that was, over on the lounge side.
Yeah. That's one of the dishes that are very good is the molcajete. Have you seen that? It's a big volcanic rock. It's pretty popular.
Okay.
It's very hot. There's a chicken, steak, and shrimp, and cheese sauce. And
the
that
works.
one is delicious. It works, yes, with bacon. And you can add a whole bunch of things if you want, customize your...
And that's served on a hot rock?
Yeah. It stay like that forever. It's delicious.
I've been over ordering off the value menu for too long. I don't know about these nice things. Yeah.
Just the chicken burrito. No,
I know
something different.
Well, normally I am like bougie. I have bougie taste. I like expensive food when I go out.
Yeah.
But there's something when I'm like Lacha, I'm like 2 chicken burritos, please.
Yeah.
Don't even need to see the menu.
Yeah, that's true. Well, our restaurant say no. We don't go to make it expensive.
Yeah.
Like I say, it's a college restaurant. It's for the community. It has to be the people get identifying with what they're eating too, what they're paying for. It has to be together, all combined, all the elements.
Well, when you have the a la carte options, you have the nicer food options, you have the you're reaching such a broad spectrum of the community to where you want to appeal to the widest amount of people as possible.
Yeah,
typically.
and another thing, there's daily specials too.
Yeah.
So
got the lunch
Monday,
specials.
we have for instance, arroz con pollo, and you see the same people every day. I mean, the same day of the week.
Yeah.
Asking, that's what they like. So we're going to give it a better price, a better deal, and same with drinks, like happy hours and things like that. So you got to manage those circumstances too. But yeah.
Hey, it seems like you guys are crushing it. Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes.
Like, not always.
Let's say like COVID. We had COVID, and it was a completely new situation for everybody.
Yeah, you made it through.
But we made it.
25 and 18 years respectively here in Bloomington.
Yeah,
that's nothing to sneeze at.
No, and to be honest, I mean, we're very thankful, and that make us to be committed with the community, with what we do, and we are employees, we are suppliers, with everything, all the parts involved.
So we've talked a lot about since you kind of came to the U.S., worked your way up, the jobs you've had. Can we talk about the earlier years? So you're growing up in Venezuela.
Sure.
And, before your 10s, your 20s, before your 30s. I don't know if you call that your teenage years.
I used to have long hair.
Oh, did you? Long and flowing?
Yeah,
we should get a fan in here. Put it
and bring a wig from here.
Yeah. We'll put it
wig?
We'll make it black and white so it seems like it was a really long time ago.
Well, to make it personal, I have 4 siblings, a twin sister. When I decided to come to America, I knew it was going to be the last time I was going to see my dad. So my dad passed away one day before I got married.
Oh, man.
Yeah. So that was one of the sacrifices. Like I told you, when we come to another country as immigrants, some people don't see those things. But we deal with that, we live with that, and we just take the risk. And I knew that was the last day I was going to see my dad. And then, like I said, I used to work, I have a good job. I used to work for General Motors, Venezuela, very nice job, super nice people. What are you quitting? Are you crazy? You're going to do dishes in the United States? You know what you're doing. And yeah, I went with that. And of course, because my brother was here, and one of the things my dad told me is, if I am ever not going to be there, you're going to take care of your brother. So my brother was here. I knew he needed me because he makes some choices here. He had 2 DUI, and that was one of the reasons I decided to quit drinking, because I wanted to be an example for him.
Yeah, that's great.
So I told bro, if I can do it, you can do it too. So that's where I told you at the beginning, the change started with me, with myself. And, think more about others than myself, what I was going to get. Same with business, when you do business with people, it's not just about what you get, it's what you give to. And people is going to appreciate that. So that was another thing that I learned when I came here. I had a good job. I didn't know a lot of English when I was obviously a kid. I didn't have too many material things. Like now, everything has changed. I feel like now kids are so thankful the way we used to. We just didn't think about getting. We just go with what we have. We used to play with aluminum foil. That's how we used to play baseball.
Yeah.
We didn't have mitts or these things. And it was a completely new movie. But when you content with what you have, you appreciate what is coming too. So just stay focused on what you have, be content, and appreciate what is coming. If it is a good or bad things, just deal with that in a good way. I always tell my kids, just have a nice attitude. Just keep a nice attitude, even when, in the business, some customers or employee, they react with you in a different way. Just calm down and don't respond in the same way. Just try to keep it low, calm.
Yeah. I mean, it works very well in restaurants, but even it's the same in just life in general.
Yeah.
If they're coming at you angry, if you're just calm and still happy and can just clearly communicate how you feel.
Yeah, that's right.
It's much more effective.
Yes.
Because they're not
I agree with you.
they're actually hearing what you're saying and not just like, oh, this person, it's the same as when you manage.
Yeah.
If you raise your voice, they're like, why is he yelling at me? And they're not thinking about what you're
right.
saying. But
And
if you
that
just
happened to me.
really, yeah?
Yeah, exactly what you're saying. I got people raising voice. I say, hey, dude, calm down. We're going to help you. Oh,
Yeah, you're okay.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, no worries.
People say like that, start raising their voices. And I understand their frustration. When they you go into a restaurant, you're paying for it, you want to get what you pay. But when they start raising the voice and, not being respectful with others, that's when we, try to calm them down. And the thing is, we got to make them feel respected. In that way, they can respect themselves and respect the family. And if you're with your wife, I mean, it's not worthy. Your wife needs to be respected and enjoy what you're doing. And it's just not worthy. So we just talk to people, calm down. Most of them calm down. Another ones just no, but we always try to make it easier for both.
Yeah, all you can do is control what you're doing.
Yes,
if they
that's
don't
true.
respond to it, there's nothing you can do.
But it's part of it. We want to make it right, and we want to come back. And once when the other way, when we make mistakes, we apologize. We recognize our mistake. We show the customers. We telling you have to pay for something, and I did wrong, and we appreciate you give us the opportunity to fix it next time. And because not because you sell food or do this, that doesn't mean you gotta make mistakes or
Absolutely.
make it just
We're
perfect.
human. Yeah,
we're human, and that's the other thing. We say, I'm sorry, you're right. I apologize. Can I offer you something different? Or I understand your frustration. You don't have to pay for this. Don't worry. Will you give me another opportunity? That's it. Some people, they like that because sometimes they're expecting,
there's something coming back, and that's the biggest.
Right, brother.
Yeah,
thank you for letting me know that.
Yeah. Like, oh man, like I'd be mad if I had that too. I would say that sometimes.
Yeah.
We're like, back in my waiting tables days, like, oh man, they're like, I'd be pretty upset if that was put in front of me and I'm paying $18.99.
I'm so sorry, brother.
But let's get you another one. What can we do to make this right? That's the one thing I try to. You mentioned those steps when something's wrong. Like the first thing is just apologize. Don't worry about what it is or whatever, but just apologize.
It's the way you take it too. I take it like sometimes some people want to complain because that's what they do. They want free food. They want whatever. I'm not the one who's judging people. I want to judge myself. You might be, you're right. This is cold. Okay, I take it back. I bring you another one. I appreciate that you telling me then I'm doing something wrong. That's the way I take it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to feel offended. Oh, you did something wrong. Then, as long as you do it with a nice way, attitude, you're respecting me, respecting my customers around you.
And
that's good.
95% of people, they are just trying to let you know and just want it fixed.
Yeah.
Maybe a 5% that just want to complain, want something for free.
Yeah.
But that's the cost of doing business.
Yeah.
It goes along with it.
Even if you want it, okay.
Whatever.
You're good. That's why you came. I mean, it's not worthy.
And it's the one thing too is just being genuinely grateful that they told you.
Yes,
because most people don't say anything, and then they don't come back.
Yes.
So by them telling you, they're giving you the opportunity to fix it, make it right, and to keep them as a customer.
That's right.
Because if they don't tell you, they're just not gonna. They're not gonna come back. They're gonna tell their friends. Last time I was at Chocolate Mousse. Last time I was at Lacha. This happened. I'm not going back there. And you have no idea. You have no idea it happened. You had no opportunity to fix it. So it's like I try to. You want your staff to know too, like, hey, this is a good thing. Yeah, it's a good thing if they tell you.
That's right.
And then every now and then you'll get an asshole, and it is what it is. But that's part of it. That's just part of it.
Yep, that one too.
Well, that's if you don't mind me asking, how many kids do you have now?
4.
4, okay.
Yeah, I love it.
You were one of 4, right?
How many kids or how many siblings?
Well, you said you were. Yeah, how many?
I have 4 siblings. I have a twin sister, older, younger, and my brother.
Okay.
And I have 4 kids.
Okay, yeah. So you were one of 5, and then now you had 4. You're gonna have one more just so it's 5 and 5.
No,
I know.
No, it's not gonna happen.
You're like, I'm done.
No,
I'm done.
Yeah.
Cut.
Medically speaking, it's not gonna happen.
You're like, I made sure it is not gonna happen. That's so good. No, you're great. No, when you were just talking about just being grateful, and one of the things that I think it's been around for a while, but I've just heard it a lot recently, is the phrase where it's like comparison is the thief of joy. And I was like, that's so good.
Yeah.
I was like, that's such a good, sentiment where it's like, if you're always looking at what everyone else has, you're never going to be just grateful for the things that you do have.
Even, that's true. And even when others have, you got to be joyful for them too. I mean, they're working hard for that. Oh, that's good, man. I'm happy for you.
Yeah,
man.
why would I be mad that you're happy or you're doing well?
You got competition. Yeah, that's life. But hopefully it's going to be for everyone. I mean, if you're doing good, you deserve good. If I'm doing good, I deserve good. I mean that's the expectation. So, like you said, you got to be content. You got to be joyful with what you have. If you have something better, good for you, brother. But I'm happy with what I have.
Yeah, you're like, I'm rolling. I'm doing my thing. Yeah, you do your thing. I'm doing mine. It's great if we're all happy.
Yeah, that's true.
Doesn't have to be one or the other.
No. I'm happy with what I have.
The Bloomington Town Planner is a community calendar owned and published by local residents John and Sharon Martin. Mailed out to Bloomington homes in December of each year, it features school schedules and community events. And don't forget the coupons at the bottom of the calendar. They'll save you money and help you decide on the next restaurant or retailer to check out here in the Bloomington area. Town Planner also has an online calendar which can be found at townplanner.com. Make sure to sign up for their weekly e-newsletter so you can stay on top of all the fun events going on around town. Is there anything that Lacha or Casa Brava or Consuela's does that we haven't touched on yet?
Besides food, well, something nice that we do is sometimes people don't see it, but we try to help other people too in need. The Bible says that what you do with your right hand, don't make the left hand know it.
Right.
But this is a community. This is a business not just for us. We try to help our employees too, make them feel motivated, because this is what we do. This is how we provide for families. They provide for families, even not just in America, Mexico too. So there's a lot of good things that we do, and we want to be part of that. Even when the community have a need, just talk to us, and we are willing to listen to people and try to help people too.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, donations and things like that. Yeah, we want to be part of that, and we want to help people because we've been helped too.
I appreciate you sharing that, because that's not something that people know about. They don't know unless they personally know one of the people that you helped or something like that. They have no idea that La Charreada or Casa Brava is doing stuff like that behind the scenes.
Yeah, even with our own employees. Sometimes we have employees, and I remember one of our employees, he was laying outside by himself, 3 a.m. He said, "Hey, brother, what do you need? You okay? I don't have a job." "Really?" "Well, I need someone. Will you be willing? If you're interested, come tomorrow at 9 o'clock. And he did. And that guy is still with us.
Wow.
Yeah. And there was another one that he came from another country. He was from Colombia. He was frozen, walking by himself. He said, "Hey, come over here." He was just looking for a job, and he had nothing. And very nice guy. He's very thankful for what we done for him too. So you never know when you can help someone in need. So that makes a lot of our life better.
Yeah, that on top of just making people's day or special occasion when they come in to dine.
Even with customers, customers the same. Yeah.
The best part about restaurants is what you can give back to the community and those experiences that you can help bring joy to people that walk through the doors. Yeah,
when you work in a restaurant, you have the opportunity to bless other people. Like I said at the beginning, it's not just here's your food, and I've seen people that they've been through difficulties in their life, sickness, weaknesses, divorce, loss, pain, you name it. And you can see they find release. Why? Because, I don't know, you just treat them well, and you listen to them, and they feel thankful. They feel grateful too.
Yeah, it's one of the few places people can go if they don't, especially like the elderly, typically, don't have someone to talk to.
That's true.
Just to come out and have a familiar face.
Give them a hug, and you see those kids looking for you. And they name the servers, and they want to be hugged too. Yeah, I'm serious.
I know.
Yeah, especially the kids and the elderly people, they love that. They see that. They feel it. They're thankful. They're very grateful for that too.
Man, this is so much fun. I love doing these because I get so excited. I'm like, man, restaurants are the best. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like it helps you remind me why I love restaurant work so much when I get to have these conversations. Yeah.
And the other thing, it's a sacrifice because, you put in a lot of time. If you work in a restaurant, you got to spend a lot of time in the restaurant with the employees. They're not just your employees. They are your family. Because literally you spend more time with them than with your own family.
Yeah, that's very true.
And it can be sad because I remember I spent a lot of times at Casuelas working because we built this restaurant from nothing. We did it with our hands, literally. And that took a lot of time and long nights. And I remember going back to my house and looking at my kids just sleeping. That was so sad, man. That was super sad. One more day, and tomorrow you're going to do better. Same thing. The kids are sleeping. One day, I saw my kids on the bunk bed sleeping. So I went to just kiss my daughter. And when I realized it was my neighbor, I said, wow, my daughter was, no, I didn't know she was that big, man.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I thought it was my daughter, and it was my neighbor. I confused him.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah, so it's one of those sacrifices that if you work at restaurants, you know what I'm talking about. If you've been on those shoes, you know the steps you carry every single day. But you got to explain your family. This is not you. You got their support. I'm very thankful for the wife and kids I have because they support me every time with what I do. My partner, every time with what I do. My family, customers, because you tell them, hey, this is why not. This is what's going on. I'm doing these sacrifices not just for myself. And their family, my family, they understand. And they come to the restaurant, they hang out with me, and then goodbye. Hopefully I see you later. If you're still awake, it's 1 a.m, everybody awake. It's like, wow, 8 p.m.
Oh, man, yeah.
Yeah.
It makes it all worth it, though.
Yes.
Trying to provide the best life you can for 4 kids and your wife.
And your understanding from your family, your support is the key. That's a big motivation from your partner, from your coworkers.
Yeah, it's hard enough to make those sacrifices and work those hours if they don't understand.
Yeah, and even, sometimes we have employees, we know they have kids, and we're slow. It's kind of, we still have to be here for 2 hours. Hey, dude, we're going to cover you. Go home. Don't worry. Take it easy. Enjoy your family.
Yeah.
What?
I've never had a job like this before. Yeah.
But, we're human, like you say. Mm-hmm. We need those things. And then they do the same for others. Hey, brother, go home. Don't worry. I'll cover you.
It's contagious.
Yeah, it is
really
contagious.
Is.
When we never done this, but this started to happen like 2 years ago, and they're thankful with that. So because sometimes they expect just the basics. Oh, you're never going to do it. You're never going to give me. But when you start receiving things that you didn't even were waiting for, you're going to be thankful. You're going to be thankful. You want to be expecting to do it for others too.
Juan, I'm so glad you took the time to come down, talk to us. What an amazing story you have. Just the epitome of sacrifice and working hard and being grateful and just seizing every opportunity you're given. Honestly, I find it very inspirational. So it gives me a whole new appreciation for La Charreada, for Casa Brava. Someone I've never met. Until today, and just like how much passion you have behind what you guys are doing. Yes, I'm sure that myself, Garrett, anyone else that goes into the restaurant now is going to just have, again, that it's like, just a whole new appreciation for the whole experience. So
thank you.
I really appreciate you taking the time to come share with us and all the work that you're doing.
I'm very thankful. Appreciate it.
Thanks so much, Juan.
Thank you,
appreciate it, buddy. Yeah. What another great episode. Thanks so much for tuning in. Also, thanks to our Season 6 presenting sponsor, Visit Bloomington. Check them out at visitbloomington.com. We'll see you soon. In the meantime, keep those hands dry. This episode of the No Dishes Podcast was recorded, edited, and produced by Garrett Portinga of Green Hat Media in beautiful downtown Bloomington, Indiana.
No dishes.
No Dishes Media.
No Dishes Media.